Is your vehicle in need of a quick oil change or tune-up before hitting the road this summer? Stop by Quick Lube and Tune, the home of the good guys at 610 South Wenatchee Avenue.
It's time for NCW Life News on the NCW Life channel. The latest from the Wenatchee Valley and North Central Washington with Steve Hare, Grant Olson, and sports with Eric Granstrom.
Good evening and welcome to NCW Life News. I'm Grant Olson. Before we get to today's top stories, let's take a quick look outside our weather window, and what a beautiful that shot is today. Looking down at Highway 97A in the town of Entiat, and streaks of showers around our area. That's actually called virga, which is showers that look like streaks in the air, but it's precipitation that evaporates before it reaches the ground, and we are seeing some of that today, as well as some good old-fashioned rain, and we'll talk about that here a little bit later. But first, here's our forecast in a nutshell for the week ahead. Today we can expect scattered showers. Another weather system will move through on Wednesday. That'll stay mainly down towards Yakima and the Tri-Cities. Thursday and Friday, just a chance for showers across Washington State. And then the weekend through early next week, a ridge of high pressure builds in, and we will see just fantastic weather by the end of the weekend, the first part of next week, with temperatures back in the 70s. And now a few of the stories we're following for you tonight. A fatal crash closes I-90 for several hours yesterday. A garbage truck veers onto the sidewalk in East Wenatchee, and a transportation open house aims to improve local traffic. Later on, we'll have sports, your weather forecast, and our feature story today. But first, Douglas County Commissioners are set to meet this week with residents of the Palisades area to discuss ways to improve response times to wildfires in areas located outside rural fire districts. There's a movement underway to create so-called rangeland wildfire associations in areas such as Palisades Canyon and parts of northern Douglas County not contained within rural fire districts. The wind-fueled Sutherland fire started from a lightning strike in the Palisades Canyon earlier this summer. It threatened farmlands and several homes in the area. Some property owners complained afterwards that the blaze could have been contained sooner if not for a faster response. The Palisades area is a mix of private properties surrounded by state and federal managed lands. Lee Hemmer owns a Grand Coulee area wheat cattle ranch that was damaged by wildfire in 2012. He's asked county commissioners to consider establishing rangeland fire associations as a means of assessing government grants to pay for local resources not otherwise available.
Because it'll give them a little advantage to get some equipment and stuff, and to get there and be first responders, and they can knock it down first time. When it's little, you got fire out. You have to wait an hour and a half, 2 hours for a state mobilization or response from Waterville or Ephrata or Wenatchee, whatever. You've got a major fire on your hands.
And you experienced that yourself, correct?
Yes.
Can you explain what happened to your farmland?
Well, we had 2012. We had a fire come in here, and we didn't. The fire departments and everybody was at State Mob down by Grand Coulee, and it was coming this way. Another one from the other direction. We got our own fire truck because we bought a surplus truck from a fire district when they surplused it, and we knew a choke point that we could put it out, and we did, and we saved all our buildings and all our hay supply and everything else. Otherwise, we would have not been able to do that.
Hemmer is a member of the Washington State Wildfire Advisory Committee. Thursday's meeting starts at 7 p.m. at the Palisades Grange Hall. One person is dead and 3 others injured in a 3-vehicle crash on Interstate 90 yesterday west of Cle Elum. According to the Washington State Patrol, the accident shut down traffic for several hours. The 3 vehicles involved in the crash were traveling eastbound on I-90 in the right lane when a Freightliner semi with a trailer driven by a 48-year-old man from Federal Way attempted to move right to avoid slowing traffic and then struck a Toyota Corolla driven by 18-year-old Martin Ramirez Qualley of Quincy. The impact caused the Corolla to spin around in the roadway, and then the Freightliner hit a Mini Cooper driven by Betzada Mendoza of California, forcing the vehicle into the DOT fence. A passenger in the Corolla, 54-year-old Marta M. Qualley, died in the accident. State Patrol says the cause of the accident was inattention and charges are pending. Negligent driving was the cause of a two-vehicle accident Sunday night 4 miles east of George on I-90. Washington State Patrol reports that 56-year-old Justin Harris of Baden, Texas, fell asleep at the wheel of his 2008 Jeep Commander when he collided with the 2004 Ford F-350 driven by 47-year-old Brian Johnson of Moses Lake. The rear-end collision caused the Ford truck to leave the roadway and roll, coming to rest on its wheels. Johnson was taken by ambulance to Samaritan Hospital in Moses Lake. No drugs or alcohol were involved in the crash, and both men were wearing seat belts. Coming up, a transportation open house aims to improve local traffic. Confluence Health received recognition for clinical research, and an after-school program will beautify Pennsylvania Park later this month. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching NCW Life News.
At Local Myth Pizza, we believe in real food, freshly prepared with only premium ingredients. Our cheeses are imported from Italy. Our sauces, dressings, and even our sausages are made in-house fresh daily. Featuring Northwest craft beers and 30 Chelan Valley wines and ciders. Family fun and amazing food. Eat local, drink local, and be local at Local Myth Pizza.
Come see why Sunset Magazine says you can't beat Local Myth Pizza.
Stormy Mountain Brewing and Local Public House, featuring great family dining in downtown Chelan. We've got burgers, pub fare, and the best barbecue around. Try one of our award-winning sauces made fresh here in-house. So grab the whole gang and come on down. Stormy Mountain Brewing. Beer, barbecue, friends, and beer.
Having a relationship with your pediatrician is so important. Feeling that sense of trust, that is priceless. I tell everybody about CBCH. I love it there. When I make an appointment, I don't have to take an entire day off. As a working mom, my life is really busy. Family time is everything. That's what we all work towards. And I feel like CBCH respects that.
If you live or commute to work in Chelan or Douglas counties, there's an opportunity this Friday to offer your input on improving local traffic. The Chelan Douglas Regional Transportation Council is holding an open house to identify what projects should be prioritized for federal and state funding. Executive Director Jeff Wilkins tells NCW Life's Steve Hare how the process works.
Every year the council approves essentially a list of projects that are going to be funded over the next 4 years. So on one hand, it's a chance to see what's coming up. If people are simply curious about what will the county or the city, my own city, perhaps be building out on the roads in the next year, 2 or 3. But at the same time, it's a planning document that's regionally coordinated so we can prioritize how dollars will be spent in our region.
I see.
So the document's called the Transportation Improvement Program. That's just a fancy title for a project list. And it's short and sweet. It's only 2 pages here. Somebody finds this on our website, they'll find a 2-page list of projects. Hopefully within a few days we'll have some maps that make it easier to understand.
How are projects funded by the federal and state government, and can you kind of break that down for us?
Sure, a large amount of the money that's spent that folks see on local street projects comes from the gas tax they pay to the state government and the federal government. Mm-hmm. So we currently pay about 49 cents a gallon in state gas tax, and roughly 18.4 cents of your gallon goes to the federal government. And a certain amount of that money filters its way back to local communities. And a large share of what's in this project list is actually state DOT projects that will be spent using those dollars within our 2-county area.
And
so it's a combination of city, county, and DOT projects.
I see. What's the public's role in all of this?
Ask questions. Have an opportunity to be informed. Let us know if we have the right or the wrong priorities on how we're spending dollars.
Friday's open house is from 4 to 6 p.m. at the Transportation Council's office, and that's located at 11 Spokane Street, Suite 301. More information is available on the group's website. Wenatchee Valley Hospital and Clinics recently received recognition for the work its clinical research department is doing in conducting pharmaceutical studies and good clinical practice. Confluence Health was awarded a 2017 Certificate of Achievement, which is given in recognition of commitment to the highest standards of clinical research. The award is presented by Quintiles, that's Quintiles MS, which is a premier network of high-performing, high-quality research sites. Wenatchee Valley Hospital and Clinics, in partnership with Quintiles, also promotes collaboration and awareness of and access to clinical trials for patients. Later this month, the public will have a chance to check out a unique after-school art program at Pennsylvania Park in Wenatchee. Under the guidance of Orchard Middle School art teacher Adele Kammerer, students created a variety of dots in various sizes and colors built with materials that will withstand several years of being outdoors. The dots were created over the winter and spring during the after-school program and will be installed using zip ties on a chain-link fence in Pennsylvania Park. Students will be responsible for the layout of the dots using a Connect the Dots theme, and then will be installed on the fence in various designs and patterns. The art installation is September 29th from 3 to 5 at Pennsylvania Park in Wenatchee. You're watching NCW Life News. Coming up next, your sports update, followed by today's feature story. That and much more still to come on NCW Life News. Stay with us.
Every golfer aims to play their best, and smart golfers turn to the Golfer's Edge to get the Golfer's Edge. PGA professional Ed Payne has you covered from tee to green. You can work on your swing or play 18 in air-conditioned comfort on the golf simulator. Tanya's Corner has all the apparel the golfer needs at sale prices. And Ed can even rebuild your favorite set of clubs or custom make you a brand new set. Ask how you can qualify for a free 30-minute lesson at the Golfer's Edge on Mission between Kittitas and Yakima.
Is this really what we're going to do on our girls' night out?
We should go to Club Crow. The bar and grill in Cashmere?
Yeah, let's go.
Looking for a fun-filled, friendly hometown atmosphere? Club Crow Bar and Grill in Cashmere is the place to be. Hi, this is Justin. Here at Club Crow, we have full bar and restaurant, live music, a dance floor, pool tables, pull tabs, and live jam sessions the first Sunday of every month. Club Crow in Cashmere, the coolest place in town.
At Doghouse Motorsports, we ride what we sell. There's a lot we could say about the CD Spark and the CD GTI, but ultimately, the ride says it all.
And now it's a sports update on the NCW Life channel.
And a good Tuesday evening. Well, a busy prep sports schedule begins on the soccer pitch. Tenaskeet's on the road at Chelan, while Lake Roosevelt's hosting Manson. Game right here live on the NCW Life channel has Wenatchee hosting Davis as the Pirates come in 0-1. Wenatchee 2-1 on the season. Sebastian Moraga and Matt Wiesen will have all the play-by-play right here. Meanwhile, Eastmont was supposed to play Cascade today. Now that game has been rescheduled and pushed to this Saturday. Also on the schedule tonight in volleyball, Riverside Christian at Entiat. Cashmere is hosting Zilla. Soap Lakes at Manson. Brewster at Waterville Mansfield. Meanwhile, Selah is playing host to Cascade, while Wenatchee's at Davis. Eastmont's on the road at Chelan. Also today, swimming and diving. Eastmont's in the pool with Wenatchee at Wenatchee High School. Cross country, the Caribou Trail League and the NCWB's up in Okanagan for their invite. And slow pitch softball. This is a new addition to the Big Nine. There's just a few schools that are playing it, but Wenatchee on the road for a doubleheader today at Davis. Well, Pete Carroll calls yesterday Honesty Monday after getting a chance to look at Sunday's game film and break down his team's play. After meeting with the players, he met with reporters and began with his assessment of Sunday's 12-9 win over the 49ers.
Played in a real tough ball game, and we had the expectations of some things happening a little differently, but wound up being a good, hard-fought game, and we called for us to do a really good job of taking care of the ball and not making any critical errors and finishing, and we found the way to do that. And I hope that we'll grow from it and be better because of it, and the experience was good. I thought we did some things better than we did the week before, and but we still didn't score enough points like we like to, and so we're working hard at it, and I'm glad to get a win at home. Would like it to have been a little bit different, but you don't always get that. So on we go.
Carroll said he continues to be impressed with rookie running back Chris Carson and expects bigger things from him in the future.
Now that we've looked at him all through camp and all of that, and nothing's changed in his style, approach, his the toughness and all of that, everything that he's done has been very, very consistent. So I think he can continue to go, and he didn't have any problem, carrying it 20 times, which is a good sign. I've told you that he's a good pass blocker. He had a couple opportunities to do better, in weeks ahead than he did in this last game. But he's done everything we've really asked of him. So we're going to keep going with him and mix him in with the fellas and try to get a really good production out of that position. We're happy with the guys that are going. Thomas got his start and got going. He's out there playing, and that was kind of what we were hoping to get done. And then now we can move ahead with that. He's underway. So Chris was there and available for it, so he did a nice job.
Of course, the Thomas he's referring to is Thomas Rawls coming off injury. Carroll said the offensive line continues to make improvements, and they'll continue to tweak things to make it better. Seattle continues preparations today for a trip to Nashville Sunday to play the Tennessee Titans. After a day off Monday, the Mariners are back at it tonight at Safeco Field against Texas. Jake Leake makes his fourth start for Seattle since being acquired in a trade with St. Louis. He's won all 3 starts so far and improved his season record to 10-12. He'll go up against the Rangers' Martin Perez, who's 12-11 on the season and had his 7-game winning streak snapped by the Mariners last Wednesday. Game time tonight at 7:10. Only a couple of games affecting the wild card race last night. It was Boston beating Baltimore 10-8 in 11 innings to remain 3 up in the American League East over the New York Yankees. Yankees beat Minnesota 2-1. Mariners, as you see there, 4 games back heading into the series tonight. That's a look at sports news. I'm Eric Granstrom. Grant, back to you.
Thank you, Eric. If your home is letting warm air out in the winter and cool air out in the summer, Chelan County PUD may have an answer.
Hi, I'm Susan.
Mario.
We're from Chelan PUD, and we're at Stan's Merrimeyer, inviting you to get in the game of home energy efficiency.
Los invitamos a que participen en el juego para conservar energía, hacer una cita con nuestros expertos de conservación de energía y ganar premios espectaculares.
Come down to Stan's or one of 3 other businesses, or come to ChelanPUD.org, our website, and learn how you can enter the game to win prizes.
Participa, juega y gana.
So our prizes include smart thermostats, discounts on insulation and windows, all kinds of good things to keep your home warm and comfortable this winter, including LED bulbs. Down at Stan's, they're lighting specialists.
Los premios incluyen focos LED y muchas cosas para mantenerte cómodo durante el invierno.
Join us on October 7th at Pybus Public Market for an energy fair where you can see all these things and learn about the prizes. You can win the prizes there. October 7th from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Este octubre 7, acompáñanos en el mercado Pybus Market para ganar premios y aprender acerca de la conservación de energía en la Feria de la Energía.
Thank you, and reminder, get in the game.
Get in the game. Participa, juega y gana.
We'll be back in just a moment with a recap of some of today's stories and your complete local weather forecast right after this.
Lake Chelan mailboxes find solutions and the best price for all your shipping needs, including UPS, FedEx, and the U.S. Postal Service. We offer a variety of services including quality copies of all sizes, faxing, scanning, sending and receiving email, laminating, and notarizing. Enjoy browsing through our large selection of greeting cards. Lake Chelan Mailboxes supports our military, fire victims, and our community. Come see us at the Plaza in Lake Chelan.
Hey folks, Carrie from Blueberry Hills in Manson. It's blueberry picking season, and King 5 named us the second best destination restaurant in Washington State. So toss the family in the cruiser and get on out to Blueberry Hills for the best down-home scratch country cooking you've had in years. And don't forget our award-winning pies. We're fun, family-friendly, and a delicious destination year-round. We're open every day from 8 to 3, serving breakfast and lunch all day. So come on out to Blueberry Hills.
If you are looking for dependable car service and repair, visit the good guys at Quick Lube and Tune. They've been keeping cars and trucks in the Wenatchee Valley running smooth for 35 years. Quick Lube and Tune is your hometown shop for a 10-minute oil change, complete tune-ups, alignments, brakes, mufflers, air conditioning service, and more. Get more life out of your vehicle by bringing it to the local guys you can trust at Quick Lube and Tune on South Wenatchee Avenue.
No matter what your age or ailment, when you wake up each day with a sense of purpose, life has meaning and joy.
Just wait a while, it'll get in the hole somewhere.
Helping you do this is our purpose. Highgate Senior Living, each day to the fullest.
The best thing about my life right now is
Me.
Welcome back. And now a recap of some of our top stories. One person is dead and 3 others injured in a 3-vehicle crash on Interstate 90 yesterday west of Cle Elum. According to the Washington State Patrol, the accident shut down traffic for several hours. The 3 vehicles involved in the crash were traveling eastbound on I-90 in the right lane when a Freightliner semi with a trailer driven by a 48-year-old man from Federal Way attempted to move right to avoid slowing traffic and then struck a Toyota Corolla driven by 18-year-old Martin Ramirez Qualley of Quincy. The impact caused the Corolla to spin around in the roadway, and then the Freightliner hit a Mini Cooper driven by Bedzada Mendoza of California, forcing the vehicle into the DOT fence. Negligent driving was the cause of a 2-vehicle accident Sunday night 4 miles east of George on Interstate 90. Washington State Patrol reports that 56-year-old Justin Harris of Baden, Texas, fell asleep at the wheel of his 2008 Jeep Commander when he collided with a 2004 Ford F-350 driven by 47-year-old Brian Johnson of Moses Lake. The rear-end collision caused the Ford truck to leave the roadway and roll, coming to a rest on its wheels. Johnson was taken by ambulance to Samaritan Hospital in Moses Lake. No drugs or alcohol were involved in the crash, and both men were wearing seat belts. Well, if you live or commute to work in Chelan or Douglas County, there's an opportunity this Friday to offer your input on improving local traffic. The Chelan-Douglas Regional Transportation Council is holding an open house to identify what projects should be prioritized for federal and state funding. Executive Director Jeff Wilkins tells NCW Life's Steve Hare how the process works.
Every year the council approves essentially a list of projects that are going to be funded over the next 4 years. So on one hand, it's a chance to see what's coming up. If people are simply curious about what will the county or the city, my own city, perhaps be building out on the roads in the next year or 2 or 3. But at the same time, it's a planning document that's regionally coordinated so we can prioritize how dollars will be spent in our region.
I see.
So the document's called the Transportation Improvement Program. That's just a fancy title for a project list. And it's short and sweet. It's only 2 pages here. Somebody finds this on our website, they'll find a 2-page list of projects. Hopefully within a few days we'll have some maps that make it easier to understand.
How are projects funded by the federal and state government, and can you kind of break that down for us?
Sure, a large amount of the money that's spent that folks see on local street projects comes from the gas tax they pay to the state government and the federal government.
Mm-hmm.
So we currently pay about 49 cents a gallon in state gas tax, and roughly 18.4 cents of your gallon goes to the federal government. And a certain amount of that money filters its way back to local communities. And a large share of what's in this project list is actually state DOT projects that will be spent using those dollars within our 2-county area.
And
so it's a combination of city, county, and DOT projects.
I see. What's the public's role in all of this?
Ask questions. Have an opportunity to be informed. Let us know if we have the right or the wrong priorities on how we're spending dollars.
Friday's open house is from 4 to 6 p.m. at the Transportation Council's office. That's located at 11 Spokane Street, Suite 301. For more information, is available on the group's website. And now your weather forecast for north central Washington. But first, let's take another look outside our weather window. Boy, what a beautiful day today. We still are seeing some scattered showers as one storm system moves away. Another one is still lingering. We'll talk about that in a second. But still, all in all, it was cool out there, a little breezy at times and some clouds, but not a bad day as we head into fall. Remember, first day of fall is coming up on this Friday. So today through tomorrow, we will continue to see a huge trough of low pressure digging in over the Pacific Northwest, as well as an associated cold front. Scattered showers will decrease over our area tonight, but we will keep scattered showers in our forecast through Thursday. There also looks to be just enough clearing. That's right, fog could be a potential issue overnight tonight for the mountain valleys of northeast Washington and up around the Winthrop area as well. Temperatures will remain below normal and continue to trend cooler into Wednesday. Hit and miss showers are expected Thursday and Friday before a drier and warmer pattern returns for the weekend. On Saturday, high pressure builds into the area from the west. This will put the forecast area in a warmer and drier flow, especially on Sunday and into next week as we warm up to near our normal high temperature of 75 degrees. Here's a look at your forecast now. Tonight, we're going to get down there once again. Rain showers still a possibility tonight, 44 our overnight low. Maybe some scattered showers tomorrow too, about a 30% chance for Wednesday. Only 60 for a high temperature. We might not even get to 60 tomorrow. 44 our low temperature tonight. By Thursday, 64, maybe some more showers. And then jumping ahead to the weekend and the first part of next week, it looks gorgeous with sunshine and temperatures in the middle 70s. Well, considering that Monday was observed as National Cheeseburger Day, we thought it would be appropriate to share this video that TVW posted on its Facebook page featuring former Washington State Secretary of State Ralph Monroe.
The question always comes up, where can you get the finest burger in Washington State? Who makes the best hamburgers? Well, I've tried them all. I've been to the Pickwick in Fife, the Iceberg in Walla Walla, the Lakeview at Lake Chelan, even to Fats Minis at Discovery Bay and Big Tom's here in Olympia. They're all good. So what's your favorite burger joint in Washington State? I'll tell you this, they're all, every single one of them, my favorite places, my favorite burgers. Send us your nomination.
Every day should be National Cheeseburger Day. NCW Life asked our Facebook friends to name their favorite burger joints in the Wenatchee Valley. Judging from the dozens of comments we received, it looks like Dizzy's and Easy Burgers Deluxe are local favorites. If you have a video of the day you'd like to see on NCW Life News, message us on our Facebook page at the NCW Life channel. And that's going to do it for our newscast tonight. For more on these stories and other news from around North Central Washington, you can find us on Facebook or our website at ncwlife.com. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. You can send us an email at news@ncwlife.com or give us a call at 888-6295. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks for joining us and have a great night.
This has been NCW Life News on the NCW Life channel. For more news, log on to ncwlife.com, like us on Facebook, and follow NCW Life channel on Twitter.
I gotta tell you, I'm nervous. Selling your home, it's a big step.
Can we find the right buyer in this market?
Look at our website. When someone looks at your home, I can tell how ready they are to buy. See that number? The closer it is to 100, the closer they are to buying. So, I know who to zero in on.
So you have a secret weapon.
You mean we have a secret weapon?
I like that. Oh, what do you think of the wallpaper?
I love that touch.
Stay up to date with what's happening in North Central Washington. Go to the NCW Life community calendar at ncwlife.com.